On a day with perfect weather at a spectacular location up north overlooking Lake Michigan, with eager spectators on hand and over a dozen huge hot air balloons with crews and pilots standing by, there was no reason to stay earthbound. Ron Centers of Michigan Balloon Corporation.
Oh, we're flying. We are flying. This is an event that a friend of mine and I put on, Balloons Over Bay Harbor. We started it in 2019. Then COVID hit in 20, so we had to put it on hold for that. But we're starting it up again this year, and it is fantastic flying. It is so much fun. We're here with a bunch of friends, and we get to meet new people that come out to see the balloons fly. It's just amazing.
Bay Harbor, if you're not familiar, is a remarkable resort in northern Michigan. It's now one of the state's premier vacation spots, transformed just a few decades ago when it was a shuttered cement plant and quarry.
So we're very fortunate to be able to be right down in the Bay Harbor Village, use the lawn panels, we call them, and be able to fly from here. So 12 balloons is about it, and we quickly had that our first year here, and this year we have 13, so we added one more. But other than that, we really don't have that room to grow.
Today, the hard work here is being done by balloon crews.
The crew is vital to helping out. You know, we wouldn't be able to go at all if we didn't have our crew with us. So we need assistance being able to get the balloon inflated and launched from the field. And then also on the opposite end of the flight, so they follow along with a vehicle and pick us up, because typically balloon flights are one-way trips downwind.
Pilot and owner Chad Dennis explains how it all works.
Well, it's very simple. You have these 4 tanks, and these 4 tanks carry propane just like your gas grill for your either your house or a grill. But instead of using vapor off of your, like you would on your grill, these tanks have dip tubes, and so you're pulling liquid propane up. It goes up through the hoses. There's a valve, and then what happens? It goes through the coils, which will then superheat the propane, and then propane, as it heats, expands drastically, and that's how we end up with these big flames that we have coming out.
Getting off the ground takes a lot more horsepower than your typical backyard barbecue.
Each burner in this system is about 15 million BTUs. Your gas grill, again, is 150,000. So, I mean, these are big flamethrowers, for lack of better terms. So, they work really well. If you like your hot dogs burnt, we got your grill for you.
Our balloons, our burners are so powerful that we only need to hit the burner every once in a while to maintain the temperature inside the envelope, the cloth part of the balloon, to maintain an altitude. So between burns, yeah, it is just eerily quiet, and you can talk to people on the ground, and you hear all kinds of ambient noise everywhere. It's just, like I said, it's magic.
Ballooning is as you can see, is an open air sport. So you're not enclosed inside of a cabin, and you're not hurtling through the air mass. So you're gliding along with the air currents, and so whatever the wind is doing, the balloon is doing. And whether you're flying to 10,000 feet, or you're skimming the treetops and clipping the tops of trees, or maybe dipping down into a lake, it just affords you a lot of opportunities for things you can't do in other aircraft.
I direct many other balloon events, one in Kalamazoo, which is the Kalamazoo Balloon Fest, Hudsonville, Michigan, which is just west of Grand Rapids, called the Hudsonville Balloon Days. And those events, we have 20 to 30 balloons and pilots that come to that. We do competition, we do races. There's a lot of different tasks, we call them, that we can fly and announce a winner.
Michigan is really nice because you have a lot of different kinds of terrain, the trees, the lakes, and a very scenic backdrop for ballooning.
The experience for families and friends to come out is really experience what you're seeing right now. It's the camaraderie amongst pilots, crews, It's an opportunity for our sponsors to learn about our sport and just make memories. You know, it's priceless opportunities that we have to do what we enjoy doing and actually have the weather to make it happen too.
I still get giddy like a kid every time I fly or even see a balloon flying. It's just, I think it's the shape is so pleasing because, you know, it's a round orb and it's just magic. You see those things just flying through the air, just floating free. It's just an amazing experience, no matter if you're in the basket or on the ground. It's two different experiences, but you just get smiles from ear to ear whenever you do it or see them.
Michigan's cool mornings and evenings and picturesque landscape make Michigan a premier destination for ballooning and those who love to watch. From Bay Harbor, I'm Dave Scott reporting for My Michigan TV.